Good morning on day 4. Today seems like it's gonna be a long day. It's a 20-kilometer walk to Puente la Reina from Pamplona. It's a cold morning, but I'm getting used to it. So let's see what the day has stored for me. I like to say goodbye to Pamplona from its main square, which I got for all by myself. It is a nice city to refuel. Some people decide to stay here a couple of days and keep looking around, but for me, El Camino awaits. Do you want to know what's on my mind right now? Breakfast. But I left so early and all the shops are closed. Hopefully I'll find something before I leave town. If not, I have plan B right here. You can't beat breakfast for $1.95. Coffee and toast. Today, the hardest section of the walk is gonna be crossing El Alto del Perdón, which is 740 meters height. For me, the best part of the day is when you leave the big cities behind and you get out into the countryside. You get to enjoy nature. That is a beautiful sight right there. Flowers on this side, wheat on the other. Don't get me wrong, cities are good, but I think the solitude of El Camino is what most people are seeking when they come here. And here's reality check. 8.4 kilometers to Alto del Perdón and 17.2 to Puente la Reina. From here, the fields open up and we find ourselves exposed to the sun. Wheatgrass. Yesterday was a flower, today is wheat. Every now and then we get a little oasis in the middle of the road where we can find shade from the sun. We get a chance to rehydrate before we head out again into the open fields of wheat and grass. Out of a vast sea of grass, we come across a cemetery with no more than 10 graves in it. Quick stop before the ascent. Get a little 5-minute break, drink some water, refuel, and then a monster. Last small town before today's climb. Leaving the small town of Sarikieki, the last one before today's climb. Up ahead I can see already the windmills. They don't look like the ones in Don Quixote de la Mancha, but you know, what can I say? I still like them. Just 10 minutes shy of 11 in the morning, and after walking for 4 hours, I make it to the highest point, Alto del Perdón, a spot so windy that it is obvious why they chose it as a site for a windmill farm. Can I get a little snack before I head down? It's close to lunchtime and I don't know when I'm gonna reach the next town. So I guess we're at the halfway point. Still got another 10 kilometers to make it to Puente de la Reina. And then we'll call it a day. But for now, it looks like it's downhill and then flat. For the next hour, I walk next to fields of yellow flowers, a sight that will accompany me for the next few days, until I get to a site in the middle of the road, a monument built by a pilgrim to the Virgin Mary. By this point, I've made it to Ortega, and I get an honorary welcome by its mascot, a singing bird. I take advantage of the town's hospitality by embracing its shade and also water to fill my camelback.
After spending a couple of minutes here, I follow Calle Mayor to the outskirts of town. Yellow arrows are everywhere. I say goodbye to the town and I head out to the open road again, where I still have 4.5 kilometers to get to Puente de Reina. The walk is nice on flat grounds next to wheat fields and the now all too familiar yellow flowers.
And so I made it to Oblanos. It was a nice welcome, that little lady with the lemonade stand. She was just taking donations for her services. I call that being an entrepreneur. This is the last town before I get to Puente de Reina, which is where I'm gonna be spending the night. They have Facebook on this town.
Facebook or not, it's only a 40-minute walk from Urbanos to Puente de Reina, where I get to celebrate with the guys a much-deserved round of beers.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So I'm going on a beer run. I made it to the town about 2 hours ago. I got my bed, took a shower, washed my clothes, hang them out to dry, and as I was going out to get a couple of shots, I saw the group and they had bought food to make a huge bowl of pasta, and I'm gonna go get the beer. So two of the guys that I met along the way just invited us to go to a church that is about 10 miles away, but it's a must-see destination, so let's go check it out. So this is the only octagonal shaped church in all of Europe. The idea was copied by the Crusaders from the ones in Jerusalem. We also went to a medieval castle, got back to town, and we went out for some beers. We're now heading back to the hostel since it's gonna close in half an hour. So yeah, so let's call it a night and signing off.